What would I take to a desert island? First of all, I'm gonna bring a whole lot of water and a knife so I can cut some cactus trees and get some
In a revelation that has captured public attention, Corey Browse, Snoop Dogg's youngest daughter, recently opened up about a terrifying night that shook her family to its core. At 26, she recounted the evening she feared for her father's life at their family mansion in Diamond Bar, California. What started as a normal evening became a moment of sheer panic when Corey found her father unwell and struggling, and she had to call for emergency help. The experience was a stark reminder that behind the glitz of celebrity life, families often contend with private challenges and anxieties that rarely make the headlines. Corey described the fear she felt, torn between wanting to rush to his side and the image of her father in a vulnerable state etched in her memory, and the ordeal left a deep emotional mark on her. Family struggles and resilience. Snoop Dogg, whose real name is Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr., has been open about his long relationship with marijuana and has built an empire that includes his own cannabis brand. Yet Corey's account sheds light on the other side of living with someone whose history with substances has been complex. The family has long navigated these challenges together. Corey has faced her own health struggles, from a lupus diagnosis as a child to serious medical events as an adult, which adds to the gravity of witnessing her father in distress. Her brothers, Cord and Cordell, have spoken about Snoop's influence and the family's connection to cannabis ventures, highlighting how fame and fortune can coexist with anxiety and fear. The incident prompted the family to prioritize Snoop's health and seek professional support, underscoring the importance of vigilance, love, and intervention within even the most high-profile households. Early life in Long Beach. Snoop Dogg's journey to fame was shaped early by hardship. Born on October 20th, 1971, in Long Beach, California, to Beverly Tate and Vernell Varnado, Calvin faced loss and instability from the start. His biological father left the family when Calvin was just 3 months old, and his mother later remarried, only for that marriage to end in divorce when Calvin was 4. Growing up, Beverly worked tirelessly to provide for Calvin and his brothers, juggling multiple jobs and church commitments while instilling in them the values of music and education. Despite her best efforts, the pressures of poverty and life in a challenging neighborhood meant Calvin confronted difficult choices at a young age, navigating an environment that often offered more danger than opportunity. Finding music. Amid chaos, music became a sanctuary for young Calvin. Introduced to church choirs and old-school R&B by his mother, he learned to play piano and sing, finding an outlet for expression and a sense of self-worth that transcended the hardships around him. In the midst of a turbulent neighborhood and the struggles at home, music offered stability and hope. By age 5, he was already performing in church, and this early exposure would lay the foundation for the voice and style that would one day captivate the world. Even as the streets of Long Beach presented constant challenges, including peer pressure and gang influence, music remained a source of comfort and inspiration. Teenage years and survival. Despite his talent and involvement in music, Calvin's teenage years were marked by harsh realities. He balanced school, sports, and music with the responsibilities of helping his mother financially. Yet the allure of fast money through illicit means became difficult to resist. As a young man, Calvin became associated with the Crips, a notorious street gang in Long Beach, as a way to survive and support his family. While this path brought immediate income, it also exposed him to danger, legal trouble, and profound life lessons about risk and consequence. By 16, he was living independently with relatives and friends, navigating the complexities of adolescence while trying to stay safe and find direction. Early legal struggles. Calvin's life took another turn when he graduated high school in 1989 and soon faced legal troubles related to drugs. Over the next few years, he experienced cycles of arrests and incarceration that provided both trauma and unintended life lessons. These experiences left him with a deep understanding of fear, survival, and resilience. Snoop later reflected that much of his survival instinct was driven by fear, a fear that taught him caution and respect for life. While these years were fraught with danger, they also offered the young man perspective, shaping his outlook on choices, responsibility, and ultimately, the power of transformation through opportunity. Discovering a voice. Amid these challenges, Calvin discovered his talent for rap. With his cousins and friends, he began recording homemade tapes, experimenting with storytelling and rhythm. They formed a group called 213, named after the Long Beach area code, and recorded early demos at a local store. Calvin's style, smooth, laid back, and melodic, stood out immediately. Influenced by artists like Slick Rick, he developed a unique flow that allowed him to share his experiences authentically. One of these early tapes eventually reached Dr. Dre, who recognized Calvin's potential and invited him to the studio. That moment marked a turning point, transforming a young man navigating chaos into an emerging voice in hip-hop. Rise to fame. In 1992, Calvin appeared on Dr. Dre's debut album, The Chronic, and contributed to the hit single that would introduce him to the world. Renamed Snoop Doggy Dogg, he became part of one of the most influential hip-hop albums of all time. His unique delivery, charisma, and authenticity resonated with audiences, propelling him to stardom almost overnight. By 1993, Snoop's debut solo album, Doggy Style, was in production, and his career was poised for unprecedented success. Despite the rapid ascent, his personal life remained intertwined with challenges from the streets, legal matters, and the complexities of fame. The 1993 shooting incident. In the midst of recording Doggy Style, Snoop was involved in a serious legal case following a confrontation that resulted in a fatal shooting. Charged with first-degree murder, he faced the possibility of life in prison. The trial was highly publicized and emotionally taxing, yet through a combination of legal strategy, evidence, and representation by renowned attorney Johnny Cochran, Snoop was ultimately acquitted. The case left an indelible mark, shaping his approach to life, career, and authenticity. It reminded him that survival, responsibility, and accountability were inseparable from success. Becoming an icon. Despite the turbulence of his youth, Snoop Dogg emerged as a cultural icon. He navigated the pressures of fame, personal challenges, and public scrutiny with resilience. Beyond music, he expanded into business, entertainment, and media, becoming known for his charisma, entrepreneurial spirit, and influence. His ventures include cannabis, wine, animation, and hosting shows, illustrating his ability to transform life lessons into opportunities. Yet the past remained, informing his choices and reminding him of the value of family, health, and personal growth. Legacy and reflection. Today, Snoop Dogg's life is a testament to perseverance. He has faced poverty, violence, incarceration, legal battles, and personal loss, yet he has continually reinvented himself while maintaining authenticity. Corey Browse's recent account serves as a reminder that even icons confront vulnerability and challenges. Families, love, and health remain at the center of his journey, and the lessons learned from hardship continue to shape his priorities. Snoop's story is not just one of fame and music, it is one of survival, transformation, and the enduring impact of resilience, showing that the human spirit can rise even from the most difficult circumstances.